Hi guys. Hello to my one first visitor. Hey, Pablo. Pablo, I'm doing a spontaneous live. Kimoy Adventures. Greetings family. It's almost 2:15 p.m. here guys on Sunday, and I'm on the little porch, the sun porch studio. I'm look, I brought my art supplies over. So I think I'm just gonna have fun out here. And oh, hi Keon. Hello, hello, hello. OG Brand in the house. Hello, hello, hello. Keon and baby brother and Dottie and Dad. Hello to you in Kenya. Where are you guys watching from? I see we have Kenya in the house. Pablo Jr., Kimoy Adventures, OG Brand. And when you enter, please double tap your screen or tap the three dots and give a thumbs up to the live stream. Liven it up, guys. Thank you. Hi, Keon. Oh, should I let me get a napkin, wipe my face. It's getting hot out here, and then I'll come and and wave to you on the camera, Keon. Okay? Okay. I'll be right back. Hello, here I am. This is Sister Alex, Mama Alex. Happy new week to everyone. And I'm speaking like that because I know we have a youngster, a special visitor that's watching with his parents. So hello, Keon. Thanks for greeting me, Jumbo, and hello. So yeah, guys, I'm on the little sun porch, and it is hot. I thought it was like 70. I thought it was like a very temperate, comfortable temperature. But as soon as I decided to set up, the sun came out in full force, and it's hot. So I have some cold water, which I'll take a sip, and then I'm gonna go back on the other side of the camera so I can read your comments for a while. Yeah, but I have I came out across Dale's live stream probably less than an hour ago. He streamed from I think Boston. He was at his church, so I was joined in with that. That's the second time I did that, and I saw a lot of our friends there as well. And then I just what did I do after that? Oh, I got a FaceTime call from my son, who some of you have seen is in Ghana this week, Ghana, Africa this week and next. So my husband and I were really pleased to get his FaceTime call a few minutes ago and see him. Oh, it looked beautiful. He was next to one of the oceans. Was it the Atlantic? He was next to a body of water, and it was very, he says, dangerous with crashing waves, so he couldn't get in it, but it looked really scenic. Palm trees, sand, nice stone wall. And he was just waiting at his the courtyard outside his hotel because his small group of fellow students, they're on their way to dinner, and I think it's almost 6 o'clock in Ghana. And so yeah, guys, for those of you who are new, and thanks for joining, I'm in Maryland. I'm from the Maryland and Washington D.C. area. Born in D.C., raised. Um, my family, like we trace back, like my mom and her mom and her mom and onward are from Annapolis, Maryland, which is the capital of our state. So they know about, well, my great grand, he would know about catching some crabs and fishing, going out on the boat. And they founded the first Baptist Church of Annapolis, Maryland, long before I was born. Not they, but like they were among the founding members, but not the pastors. So guys, here I'm gonna come back over so I can read your comments, but I pulled out all my acrylic paints that I haven't touched in years because I've been focused on watercolor. Let's see. But I wanted to, let me see. And sorry for taking so long to get to the comments. Yeah, I wanted to do something hands-on, not too fussy. Something practical and fun. So I pulled out my supplies. And now I'm tracing back to read the top of the thread here. So Pablo Jr. says, hello, Alex H. Hello once again, Pablo, and thank you for being here. Anytime, that you take out of your busy day to join me, I appreciate. And I'm sorry I missed your Instagram live. I think you did like a spontaneous Instagram live yesterday, Pablo Jr. Chemo Adventures, greetings. Chemo Adventures, we are here with Keon. If you're still there, hello again. And guys, I hope that I am still live and running. My screen still looks active. I hope it didn't go to black for you guys like it did last time. 9:13 p.m. Maryland. Hi, Maryland. That's our first time meeting. Maryland says, you look pretty. Thank you. Oh, that's a kind comment from you. I appreciate it. Pablo greets Maryland. Unga Jr. Hello, my beautiful sister. Hello, Unga. If you're listening, thanks for encouraging me with your comments on my my videos. I have seen them and appreciated them. Marilyn said, so what is the live based on? Is this my third live stream? It's based on Alexine having a Sunday afternoon on the Sun Porch Studio for creative recess and relaxation. How about that? I like to do, usually I'm stitching or crocheting, but this evening or afternoon here, I just wanted to do something carefree and loose, like not pattern based. So I'm gonna layer out some paint, and I have a brayer. I have some brushes and some loose paper, and I can glue them down and collage. I'll see what I come up with. So Amir Edit Channel, hello and welcome. Hello and welcome. I'm giving out some jackets so that you all can interact with one another. Let's see here. And Uncle Junior, how come I don't see your jacket? It says you're already moderator. The poor billionaire. Sister, why is your brother naked? Please dress me up. Where are you? Wait. Damwita, hello. Hello, everyone. Damwita, thank you for joining. I'm glad you were able to link up on short notice. I didn't think you would be able to make it. It's Maryland. It's cool that your name is Maryland and I'm from Maryland. Where do you where are you joining from in the world and what time is it? Thanks for the like. Thanks for the like, Don Wita. Don Wita says, how are you doing today, Unga Jr.?" Marilyn says, "Let me tell you how I got my name." Okay, I'll keep reading and see what you tell me. Vinayak Vinayak, I'm sorry. Vinayak Ashok says, "Which plant is this?" Okay, so this one with the purple flowers is an African violet plant. And then the one to the next to it is a rosemary plant, the fragrant herb. And I even have a small plant next to my bottle of water over there by the window. And I can hardly see it, but that's a chocolate mint. And it smells good. It smells just like chocolate and mint. Chocolate and mint. OG Brand is greeting Unga Jr. I hope you two guys have met, visit each other's channel. Two encouraging brothers. OG Brand says, "Nice view." Thank you. Yeah, thanks. It's a sunny afternoon, and I'm glad that the rain has left. And you can see, like, out the window, there's an old basketball hoop. Our neighbor used to be my son's best friend when they were growing up. He had it in his on his property next door, and then when he moved away, like, who knows how to dismantle these things? There's so many screws and bolts, so they just dragged it over to our driveway, and it's been here for like 5 years, and now my son, he was younger, and now he's too old for that hoop. Maybe someone will come and take it away one day and use it. I'm going back to the comments, guys. Can someone tell Patricia JK I'm here? Or can someone share the live or post it? I know for many of my friends and viewers, you're probably in like East Africa and maybe Pakistan. I don't know if I have any visitors from India. Let me know where you are. Is anyone from here? I'm in the U.S. Is anyone from here? And if so, are you on the West Coast, East Coast, or what do you call it? The Middle West? Chemo Adventures, we are here, Alex. Thank you. Let me see if I can turn the camera around, do a cameo real quick. Hey guys. Yeah, I'm just sitting here in my chair. I thought I would do my painting. I had to dig out my brushes for acrylic because I had put them away and was I had everything for watercolor. But you have to be careful about which supplies you use for which type of medium. So I found some of my brushes, but I don't know if they're the favorite ones that work the best. But I'm not doing anything serious, just having fun. What else do I have? I need to fill up a jar with water. I'll do that now. And with acrylic paint, guys, when it dries, it's permanent. So I probably will not where I have my I always show you the view of the the studio table. I'm not gonna do my painting over here because I don't want to mess it up. I don't want it to get permanent paint splattered on everything. So I'm going to sit on the opposite side of the room and I'll let you just have the view of the window. And before I do that, I could just show some more supplies maybe. Let me read some of the comments too. Unga Jr. is welcoming, saying welcome. African Princess Milka. Are you here, African Princess Milka? Hi. I'm happy to see you. I started your video of what happens on those side streets. And I need to go back to it. I need to go back and finish the video. You know how that happens. I am from India. That's what Vinayak says. Vinayak. I wish I could hear you say your name out loud and then I could pronounce it properly. But I'm pleased to meet you. Welcome to my channel. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel and then leave a comment and let me know, and I can find your channel as well. Don Wita says, Milka, hello. Kangala Ganesh, hi madam. Hi Kangala Ganesh. Thanks for coming to my live stream. Welcome. Welcome on a Sunday afternoon in Maryland, US, where it is sunny and hot. Unga Jr. says, Milka, greetings. Guys, I hope that you are able to locate one another and interact, grow. I'm reading. So yeah, my channel is about 4 months old, and I feel like I'm in the first lap of this race, and I'm enjoying it. I was always on Instagram. Find me guys on Instagram, okay? Let me know what you think. Instagram, my name there is Xine, Xine _ by Grace. Xine is short for like Alexine. Xine _ by Grace. And by Grace is like one word. Yeah, please check me out there too and see some of my creative posts and photographs. But yeah, I'll tell you what happened with this channel, how it launched unexpectedly. And some of you know this. I'll talk and hi James. Hold on, I just want to make sure I'm not ignoring anyone. Patricia, you are here. Thank you, sister. I'm glad you could make it. Thank you. Guys, please support Patricia in the last, she's in the finale of her sprint. Please help her get to the finish line strong. If you could play one or two of her playlists in the next, during this week, if you have the bandwidth or the power in a device, please visit Patricia Jeke and help her to finish, because while she is a champion supporter of so many people and she shares what she knows, and she's very humble and welcoming, and she's a mama. So yeah, return the blessing that she has been, if you will. Thank you so much. We are all growing together and encouraging each other. I'm just reading your comments. I'm glad to see you all greeting one another. James says, yes, I am in Colorado. James, I'll give you a so-called jacket. Why is it called jacket? It looks like a zipper and a collar. Is it a wrench tool or a jacket? And Unga Jr. and Mama Patricia JK are greeting one another. Unga says, Alex, what's for lunch? Um, Guess what? My next door neighbor, sorry guys if I'm patting my face, it's like, I think it's like probably like 80 degrees Fahrenheit, but the sun is concentrated in this little room right now. Um, what's for lunch? I'm hoping that our neighbor who has a restaurant and he's from Ghana, but he's a chef. He might be able to bring us, like my husband wants like the, I think, red snapper. If he can't get the red snapper because of the hours that his cooks come, maybe he'll bring some goat soup. But for me, I'm hoping that I can order the spinach. And at their restaurant, it's called Spinach Fish, and it's spiced up really nicely, and it comes with fufu. It's a West African dish, and I'm American, so if I can get that, it's a special to me. It's a special treat, and we don't have it often. Um, Uncle Junior, I hope am I pronouncing your name right? I have to come over to your live stream and hear how you say it. It's either Unga or Unga. Just like, do you guys know Brother Dougie? He's Kenyan, but he's in Qatar right now. And support Brother Dougie. He's a nice guy. But because he's the way he spells his name, I thought it was doggy, like daughter, but it's Dougie. And yeah, check his channel because he's showing some sites around Qatar now. The city looks good, and then they've gone on some field trips, and it looks like fun recreation, and it's so clean. We're having good times there. Patricia JK says, Unga, you can't see me on your channel, but always there. And I know she is. She's amazing. Kimoy Adventures, thank you for the blessings and love and the thumbs up. I really appreciate you and Dottie, your wife. And isn't she adorable? And Keon. And then you told me how to spell your baby's name. I have to look it up again. I forgot. It was my first time to hear that nice name. Unga Jr. says, Don Muita, can you see Alex has got a broad smile? I think I have a narrow smile. But maybe I have I don't know, an easy smile. Unga Jr. says, ma'am, what happened to you in my channel? I have been trying everything, but I can't see. Oh, he's talking to Patricia, I think. And maybe me too. Don Wita says, I see Unga. Kimoy Venture says, me Keon. Aww. Is Keon on recess, like a break from school? Is it on summer session, or does he go back tomorrow or next week? My youngest is starting, he's on summer session for university. And I mentioned he went on a trip with a small group from his school to Africa. That's major for us. I've never been to Africa. I have never been to California, and I live in the United States, born in Washington, D.C. I've been to Jamaica. The first place I went out of this country was the Dominican Republic. It was okay. It was beautiful, but it was okay. And then a few years later, I went to Jamaica, and that was so awesome. I loved it. My husband loved it. He thought we should just live there. I have a question to read. Let me see. Oh, good. I'm pronouncing your name well, Unga Jr. Alex, is your originality from West Africa? Kind of. I have like my biological father, who I was not raised with, he was born in Liberia. Yeah, his surname was Tubman. He was born in Liberia and came to the U.S. as a college student at Howard University and in the 1960s, and he became an architect and did a lot of work for the metro transit system, like the subway in Washington D.C. when they first built it. I've learned this from one of my sisters, or my only half sister through him. Um, so yeah, we have that connection to West Africa, but I've never been. Um, Kimoy Adventure says me. What's that mean? There's a party hat and smiles. Oh, Tristani Share, Tristan Ishere. I love an ebony. Oh wow, I'm an ebony wife to one husband for a long time. Thank you. I hope you find your one and precious ebony. Don Wita, thanks for greeting our visitors. Um, Here, let me give you the view again, okay? Be respectful, friends. I'm not a grandma yet, but I hope to become one someday. Who is this? But yeah, be respectful to in the chat and to each other and to the host, which is me. Let's see. Do y'all want to see what is around here? Thank you, my mods. Oh, so I'm an auntie. Yeah, I am an auntie, actually. I am. I have college age nieces and nephews, and then some little ones. Um, and then a lot of people on YouTube will call me Mama Alex or Sister Alex. Yeah, it depends. I think like today I look like a mama. Naeem Khan, how are you, my friend? Greetings. I'm well, thank you. I am well, thank you. I'm just reading your comments, and I appreciate you for um, coming to the spontaneous party on the sweetheart. I mean, the spontaneous party on the sun porch. Naeem says, like done, my sweetheart. Thank you for leaving a like on my channel. And if you haven't subscribed, please add your subscription. I would appreciate it. And you know, if you're putting out positive content, fun or uplifting or interesting, I will come and be glad to return uh, you know, I will be glad to reciprocate after a day or two. Unga Jr. says, Alex, I'm trying to imagine you in your 19s. Oh, well, these are the pictures of my daughter, and she's above 19 now, but maybe I looked a little bit like her. Thank you for your subscription, Tristan. Tristan is here. Thank you for your compliment, Naeem, Naima Khan. That's really nice of you to say. Um, so guys, let's to liven up the live stream a bit. I'm gonna change the orientation of the camera and take it off of me. I'm gonna get a sip of water and let you enjoy the view for a few minutes. And I think I'm gonna go across the room, and you'll just see me on the chair working on my artwork, and we'll see how that goes. Do like that. It was funny because as soon as I started my live stream, it seemed like my neighbor decided to come out and was having a conversation, and I didn't want to interrupt her. on her phone call. So yeah, I'll be right there on the other side momentarily. One tricky thing is like um, how to set up out here without rearranging the whole room. I'll bring my chair. So now I have the painting water. Because how if you work with acrylic paint, you need to have some rinsing water. It's, and it's better even if you have 2 jars of water. One for the colorful, for the colors, and one for the. You could do it 2 ways. You could just have one for all the colors, and then a separate one to do a second rinse. Or you could have one for your darker colors and brights. And I think, I'll tell you, let me see. I'll tell you a few things I know. And I don't know that much, but I'll tell you what I do know. I don't know if you can see me. And mods, I appreciate you helping with the chat since I'm not able to read right now. I'll just do something fun. Can we call it a warm-up? All right, so when you're working with acrylic paint, you can work in your sketchbook or just a spare piece of paper. Hopefully it has a bit of thickness to it to hold the paint. You need, like sometimes you can just have a spare board and then tape it down on the sides. I don't know if that's easiest for me today. I think it will be good to have a supportive surface. And I have masking tape. You can use masking tape or painter's tape. And what's that other one? It's like decorative and people use it in their art journals. I'm sure many of you already know, but it's not coming to mind right now. If you use the masking tape just to hold your paper down and to keep it from ripping your paper when you're done, you could like first put it across your shirt to take off some of the tackiness, the stickiness. Okay, so I'm gonna put, and remember guys, this is just for fun. I'm gonna tape down my paper and I didn't even have like a specific plan. I just want to maybe do some painted paper and then use it for collage later. I could cut it up. I could cut it up into cards and decorate them. Or cut it up in to pieces to use for collage art. Do I have? Look guys, here's one of my collage arts up here. This one is on a canvas. This is I think I put gesso to prepare the canvas to hold the paint. And gesso is a white medium. This is not it, but it'll come in something like this. You paint it over the plain surface of your canvas, and then once it dries, you'll be able to add your color paint. But I prepared the canvas, and then this is mixed media because it's made of painted paper. It's a paper mosaic. I started with some strips of blue painted paper and cut them into shapes and designed them, and then I laid them down with some gel medium. I think I used, in gel medium, you can get it in gloss or matte, so it can be shiny or not shiny. And it's, it's clear, and it acts as an adhesive, just like glue. You can use your paintbrush to dab and make the pieces stick. And this collage, I like it because it has like the mandala shape, and it has a mosaic look. And I like the idea of mosaics, but I could just do a paper mosaic and kind of be freestyle with it. So these are teal, it's like the colors of ocean, teals and ultramarine blue, turquoise. And then I had a little bit of metallic silver paint right in the center and in one of the outer rings. Thanks for looking at my small painting. I'm gonna put it back on the wall. It's time to take a sip of water. Excuse me. Oh. That didn't go down right. I hope you're staying hydrated. If you're in a hot region, get enough liquids, especially water. Friends, when I said drink your water, I'm reminded of a friend of ours called Lady J. Have you met Lady J? She, oh my goodness, I'm losing my voice. Please take note of her channel. She is a quiet champion of others, and her channel is all about motivating people to get up and do what they can within the day, like to walk especially, to try some healthy foods but very tasty. She's from the Caribbean, but she lives in Virginia, US. I'm in Maryland, so we're in neighboring states. But I came across her on YouTube. I think we met on Finding Ian's channel in the chat, maybe a year ago. And I think Lady J is Lady.J3962. And she would welcome your support. She's very humble, and she's doing a lot, and I would love to see her channel flourish. Alright, so my paper is taped down, and I'm moving slow, but I'm not in a rush. I'm just like enjoying my free afternoon. Like where some of you are, it's bedtime, but for me it's like the middle. It's not even dinner time yet. It's like middle of afternoon. Alright, so we have a board for support, and then we have a sheet of, I think I used watercolor paper or mixed media paper, and taped down the edges with masking tape. And for this one, I'm not going to use gesso to prepare the surface. I think it's okay as is. Hopefully my paints haven't dried up since I last opened them. I have another surface. This one is a cradle board. It's made out of wood. I'll save this for another time, but it's lovely to paint on with a brush. Feels really good. Um, and sometimes, I probably showed you art from that before. I'll show it another time, but not today. It's a very satisfying surface to work on. I have a brayer. It's a little small paint roller. You can get these from craft stores. I found that this one gets stuck sometimes. Sometimes you have to give it some force to make it do what you want. And then I have this recycled, this is a plastic tray from some kind of food packaging. I saved it. I put a piece of paper towel, or some of you might call it kitchen paper, absorbent kitchen paper. I put that in the bottom, and I'm going to just moisten it with water and lay a piece of parchment paper or deli paper over it. And doing so, it's like it keeps your acrylic paints from drying out. You can, here, let me just demonstrate. What did I do with the water? Okay, I'm just going to use a little of my own drinking water. Moisten the paper towel that's in the tray. Just a little do. And then press your parchment paper. You know, this rolls of paper you can buy it for baking to cover your cookie sheet in the oven. Or you can get these, they wrap sandwiches with them at the deli. Yeah, just cut a portion and rest it over the paper towel. It'll get slightly damp. And then you can put your paints, use it as a palette. They sell something called a Stay Wet palette. It's like a brand name. This is an improvised version of that. And you can, reuse them. Okay guys, so here is the test. Let's see if any of these paints have remained usable. And this one, I feel it already. It's a fluorescent green, and I feel it shaking around. So I'm gonna start bold. I don't even have a plan in mind, but I do have some favorite colors. I like cranberry, orange, teal, magenta, and yellow. But I'm starting with green. And once I put my paint on the palette, I'm gonna come read the comments and see what you've been saying. And then, is it gonna come out? I'm afraid that it's all like gonna come out at once. Is it showing? Okay. Guys, when you work with acrylic paint, it's good if you have a pair of rubber gloves. I don't have mine handy, but protect your hands and have a damp, like a wet cloth or hand wipes ready, because you don't want the paint to seep into your skin. But I'm already making a mess with mine. And just, be sure to promptly wash your hands. So, look, the paint is in the palette. Here's the brayer. This paint is fluid. I could have used the dropper and just started, dropping a few dabs onto my surface. But I didn't do that. I'm gonna instead use this brayer, pick up some paint, and You know what? Before I even do that, let me just do like, if you wanted to make it like a journal page, maybe I could write something on here before I even start painting. For me, I'm just gonna put grace. And those of you, my friends, you know one of my favorite words is grace. Grace of God. My small business is called Grace Light Studio, and my Instagram is Cini_by Grace. So that's fitting for me to put on here. And I'll just put a few swirls. And one of my favorite shapes are like petal shapes, flowers, leafy vines. I go to those shapes frequently. And then if I'm not doing that, another is like circles, the mandala or mandala shape. So that's fun. I've marked up the paper, and then I'm going to cover it up with the paint and see how it comes out in the end. And it's just fun. If you've been like having your mind just like stewing around over the same thoughts over and over of your to-do list, you can just do something practical and loosen up. So, just putting the paint down. Another type of supply that you could use if you have them are pastels. I like watercolor too, but I wanted something permanent this time. All right, and this will dry. Once it dries, it doesn't matter if it touches something else. I could just wet it with another color and use it again. So I'm going to set the palette, the brayer down in a safe place here. And then I'll choose my next color. But before I do that, let me come over and read what you have been saying. And check our time. I hope that the live did not freeze. Okay. Jay Bush is in the house. Welcome, Jay Bush. Good to see you again. Jay Bush calls himself cousin to many, or cousin to Miss V of NYC, right? 9 people in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you for being here. Nikki Noodles, I see you. Hello, friend. I'm glad you caught me this time. Hi, Jay Bush. Hi, Nikki. Let's see. Thanks for the love, Don Wita. You are a strong supporter, and you really do encourage me, Don. And guys, if you haven't checked Don's latest 2 videos, please go support those. It takes a lot of effort to get those videos up and posted, and I like what I've been seeing. Kimoy Adventures, thank you for the love. Dottie, thank you for the love. Keon, thank you. And I hope that you have a great night's rest there in Kenya. Be ready for your new week. Jay Bush says, it's nice to see you, Brother Unga. I've been missing you a lot, my friend. Patricia's sending greetings. I'm reading backwards, so I'm not sure exactly who's being greeted. Probably to Jay Bush. And then Don Wita says, Jay Bush, actually here it's already night. It's 9:48 p.m. And I guess now it's 10:02. All is well, Don Wita. Thanks for asking. How's your day as well? Minecraft BFFs, you're pretty. Thank you, Minecraft. That's kind of you to say. I'm reading backwards, guys, and I'm like leaning down to to the level of the tripod. Guys, thanks so much for supporting one another. Let me see, what did she say? Let's turn the view again to see the flowers for a little bit. What did she say? Um, Milka, I don't understand why people hate on her. She's pretty wholesome. Hope your channel grows to be big one day. I don't know. Jay Bush says, hello, greetings, host and chat. Happy Sunday. Oh, I think what Naeem Khan was saying, maybe saying show my face. Your show. Is it she saying my show my face, or is my show false? I don't know. Okay. In my teens, Uncle Jun, you think I was fun? I guess. I went to university and then I left early to go to work. And then I married and raised my children. I had fun along the way. Had some good friends and still do. I have a friend invited me to a party coming up on the last day of this month, and I hope I make it, and that I can go and see some old friends and have a good time, enjoy some fellowship, some music, some food. This particular friend we met in 3rd grade when she moved to Maryland from Jamaica. She was born in Kingston, and she had 3 sisters, and she still does. And they moved, and I was one of her very first friends, and we remained friends all these years. It's a blessing. Janelle, hi. Good to see you, Janelle. Janelle has been doing a nature series. It's really like a kind of like a moody, refreshing, tranquil vibe over there that I've seen. I just gave you your jacket, Janelle. Hope it shows up for you. All right. Nikki Noodle says I was late, so I will have to rewatch the beginning. I really appreciate you, Nikki. You've supported me with your encouraging words and showing up since I started 4 months ago. And I just remember us supporting and cheering for Finding Ian last year. And look how he has, how far he has come by God's grace. He's been persevering and doing good things. Janelle says, how are you? Oh, Janelle's greeting Don Wheat, I think. And thanks for the jacket. Are you from Jamaica? Me, I'm not from Jamaica. I'm from Washington, D.C. and for most of my life, Maryland, which, guys, if you've been here, you know that like D.C. and Maryland and Virginia are kind of a package deal. You can live in Maryland, work in D.C., or work in Virginia. And our capital beltway, the highway system loops around the whole metropolitan area. And the subway system, which we call the Washington Metropolitan Area Transit Authority, we have multiple lines that crisscross and go through Maryland, D.C., and Virginia. But yeah, I'm not from Jamaica, but I was saying earlier, I was commenting that I had been there and fell in love with it. And, who doesn't want to go to Jamaica? It just used to seem like a far-fetched dream for me to get there. And then, I went just one time, and that was 2019. It was gorgeous. I knew about the food, I knew about the lovely people, the colors, the culture, but I didn't know the geography, how awesome and lovely. Oh my goodness. I would love to revisit Jamaica. And right now, my youngest is in Ghana, and that's an even bigger, amazing dream that I never imagined. He's there for this week and next week, my youngest son. Jay Bush says, I love Maryland. It's a nice place. Jay Bush, are you in Philly or North Carolina by way of Philadelphia? I think that's what you told me. I'm not sure. Kimoy Adventures says, Jane or Janelle, I will visit your channel tomorrow. Yeah, I'm glad to see you all making those connections. So we have 6 people in the live, and we've been live for 56 minutes. I don't know what will happen at the top of the hour. I'm gonna let it run, and I hope, some others will wake up or show up. But since it's only 3:08 p.m. here on Sunday, I was telling some of you that I was in Crossdale's live stream where he streamed out of his church in Boston, I believe, Massachusetts, the Upper East Coast of the United States, and that was a blessing. And I saw many people, many of our friends were there in the live stream chat as well. I haven't been out today. My daughter, I was out yesterday with my daughter, and I have a few videos I need to upload from that outing. Some short videos, so I'll be sharing those. And what else? I was gonna tell you something. Let me think about it for a second. Guys, Roxanne is rocking. If you haven't met her, please take note of her channel. Roxanne, Roxanne. Roxanne is rockin', and she spells rockin' without a G on the end. It's just ROCKIN. And she has a birthday coming up on I think she said the 19th of August, and she's planning a party, like a live stream party, 9 a.m. U.S. East Coast time on the 19th. So add that to your calendar. And she's always a vibe, and she's positive, and she's a traveler. So she moves from place to place. Sometimes she's in New York, like she sounds like a New Yorker, by way of Jamaica, and by way of Florida. But yeah, remember, Roxanne is rocking, if you will. Nikki Noodle says, Alex H., did you get much rain from the Debbie storm? Oh, let me tell you about that, Nikki. The second half of this past week, we got plenty of rain, but it didn't flood. Just the curbsides, they were accumulating some water, but nothing too major. However, my daughter and cousin, the young ladies, they had flown down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, it was a week ago. And they were just going to stay a few days, like Saturday to Wednesday. And the timing was that, the weather wasn't so good. It was rainy when they got there. So they said, let's extend our trip by 2 days, and hopefully we can catch some sun. So they found a second hotel that could accommodate them. But in the end, the storm came. They didn't know that there was a hurricane forming down there at the southern coast. And they didn't even get through half of their vacation. They had to pack up on short notice, find a rental car, and rush out of there to try to, beat the storm before it reached South Carolina. So they drove about, I guess, 4 hours that night. Mind you, they flew in. They weren't even planning to drive around out of in that far state from home. So they drove 4 hours north, found another lodging somewhere in North Carolina, and waited till morning and drove. It seemed like it took another 8 hours. It took a long time for them to get all the way back home to the DMV. I'm glad they got out too, because the hotel was urging people to leave and anticipating flooding and power outages. And also there were no flights, else they would have just got a flight home, but there were no planes that weren't stopping in the in the hurricane vicinity. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. Now, guys, guess what? I'm sitting on the floor on my sun porch. It's very interesting trying to manage this tripod and the angles and the talking and the chat. And thank you for the 5 people who are with me. Who's with me here now? Roll call. Roll call. Who's here? Nikki, I know you're here. I think Dawn, are you still here? It's late there. It's probably like 10:15 in Kenya. Janelle says same time in the city I live in Canada. Ah, okay. You're up in Canada? Janelle, are you from Jamaica before Canada? So Jay Bush said, yeah, North Carolina. I thought so. Janelle says, I would like to visit USA and Ghana one day. I visited Canada one time. When my husband and I first got married, we just went up. I think it was like, we went into Canada through Rochester, New York, and saw Niagara Falls. And it was beautiful. And our friend Crossdale on YouTube, he just posted some awesome views of Niagara Falls last week. Okay, I think I caught up with the comments, so that's good. Yeah, I was just wanting to know who is still here with us. Janelle said, yes, I was born in Jamaica. Awesome. Jay Bush, thanks for that encouragement. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. And I always say, let me know when you start adding content, because I want to, support your channel as well. I know it's going to be awesome whenever you decide to do that. Savas Hot Kitchen TV! Thank you. What an honor. I'm glad you guys, I think all of you must know Savas Hot Kitchen TV. If you don't, please go right ahead and go watch, comment, and subscribe there. And there's plenty of good food there, conversation, fellowship, even worship. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of catching the live stream worship service on location in the UK, courtesy of Savas Hot Kitchen TV. How are you, Alex? I'm well, thank you. I am well. It's 3:16 p.m. Sunday here in Maryland, US. I'm sitting on the floor of my sun porch studio. I was doing some fun painting just for fun and relaxation, like artwork. Savas Hot Kitchen is greeting the chat. Saeed Mustafa, hello. Greetings to you. Welcome to the channel. Yeah, new friends are welcome here. As you come in, please give the video. I think you could double tap your screen to like the video, or look for the 3 dots and do it the other way. Press the thumbs up icon. Can you speak Brit? Are you asking me? I've never been to the UK. I'm American, so I just have like the Maryland accent. Can I speak Brit? I don't think I can. I don't. I don't think I can. Let's see. Thanks, Alex, for coming. I appreciate you. Yeah, likewise. Likewise. It's always a good time there. Um, and guys, Savas Hot Kitchen TV also has a sister. Some of you may know. If you don't, please take note of Donna British TV channel. It's called Donna British TV. And if you are feeling low key or low energy, Donna British is surely to wake you up and liven you up and get you jump start your day with her uh, her conversation in a lively spirit. Positive vibes only. Saeed Mustafa says try. Saeed, are you interacting with the the fellow visitors? Okay, Kimoy Adventures, bye. Thank you again, brother. I appreciate you, all of you. Good night, Keon. Good night, baby. Good night, Dottie. Have a blessed night and a good day tomorrow. I'll see you. Yeah, they are awesome family. Nikki Noodle says, sweet dreams at Kimoy Adventures. Yeah, help Kimoy's channel to grow. He's been so diligent in showing us and showing up for himself too, and showing us the street scene, during his daily commutes in Kenya, in the city of Kenya, one of the cities. Don Wita's in love. Don Wita, are you hanging out longer? I know it's getting late where you are too. Mustafa says, try. I don't even know what should I try to say, Saeed? You want me to say something with a British accent? And what accent do I sound like to you? Does it just sound like American? And for us here in America, we have regional accents too. Yeah, I can't think of anything to say. What do British people say? Would you like a spot of tea? Care for a spot of tea? How about that? Let me get the kettle. And what else could they say? I don't know. Top of the morning. In it. Top of the morning. In it. Oh, Savage Vlog. I'm live, Alex, on the main channel, so heading back. Okay. It was a pleasure having you. Thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Take care, Savage. And guys, if you don't know, Savas Hot Kitchen TV is husband and wife. Husband does a lot of the cooking, Jamaican foods out of their UK kitchen. And wife has awesome conversation and just the vibes, the interaction and energy. Hello there, MO Music Academy. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna stand up from this floor. I never imagined I'd find myself sitting here on the floor of the sun porch. And let's see how stiff I am. I should have been doing some stretches like some other friends we may know who are more flexible. Okay. I'm glad that you can't see me get up. Or can you? Okay. Whew. That was something else. I made it. My African violet blossoms, guys, is so pretty. Like one day there were none, no blossoms, and then the next day here they are. I usually keep this indoors. I brought it out today just to enjoy the view of it. So now, let me see. Let me turn this. Let me turn it a little bit. I tried to show you the flower, and the camera wasn't. Here. Here it is. I want to go back and sit on this love seat over here. I'm reading what you said, Nikki. Thanks, Janelle, send love. Bedrock Kitty, hello. My favorite color is a violet. MO Music Academy, Nikki, blessings. Bedrock Kitty, this house is so pretty. Thank you. Yeah, I call it my sun porch studio. It's like a small entry porch. And I make it, I use it for like, yeah, when I want to do art or just sit down and have a quiet moment with tea or coffee. When I want to chit chat on my short videos, sometimes I'll sit out here and make one. So guys, I used to it looks like the live stream is holding up. I hope that we don't get cut off. Don Wita, your new video is out. I'm gonna check you out. Everybody take note. Don Wita has his newest video out. He's based in Kenya. Recently just returned from a trip in Tanzania. And you please take note of his channel name. Visit, like, comment, subscribe, and then interact so he can do the same with you. We're all growing together. We can't do it alone. I see we have like 2 people in the chat. That's okay. I'm going to turn it into my creative time, okay? And then, oh, thank you, Bedrock Kitty. Friend, let's see. Let me see something here. Hold on. I want you to be able to interact with one another. So I've tried to give you a jacket. We'll see if it shows up, Kitty. Thank you to the 5 people in the house. As you enter, please double tap to like the video. Give a thumbs up. Yeah, I'm going to come on the other side there in the corner and sit down a bit and unwind. So don't mind me if I get silent. I'm just enjoying the space. And I don't mind if you come and enjoy the space with me and keep me company. I should have gone walking, but I had to do so much walking yesterday. And then sometimes it's important to just work in our rest. Make sure we get at least that one day of rest. I worked, like I had a couple of days where I worked extra hours. And so that cut my evenings short. So I'm thankful, I'm thankful every time the weekend comes around. I'm thankful that our days are not, like for every day that we have a night to replenish ourselves. Thanks be to God for that. Because we're not robots to just go, go, go. And I'm thankful for friends who encourage, friends who, just listen or just are present, because we're not alone. Some are lively and energize us, and then others are introspective or informative. We really learn from some of our friends. One I would like to shout out, if you don't know him, he has 2 channel names. One is called Jacob Uganda. Jacob space Uganda, and it's lowercase. And then his primary channel, where I first knew of Jacob, is I am underscore Jacob, and he vlogs out of Uganda and shares whatever knowledge he has about vlogging and the platform, um, techniques, rules. He will share it, and it just really encourage other people's channels to grow as he is growing his own. And he's still on his journey, guys. So please support Brother Jacob. And he's glad to do the same when you introduce yourself and comment and subscribe there. I gotta make sure I'm hydrating. Before I get back to my little mixed media project, what else? I'll show you my other collage art. I showed this one, it's the paper mosaic up on the wall. I showed this one in the first hour. It's a canvas with painted paper that I cut up and arranged and adhered it with clear medium, gel medium. And this other one, this one is done on a wood block. Here's a plain wood block. Hey babe, Mr. H. Pass it. Fine, no problemo. You look nice.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, my spouse just walked past. He was trying not to walk through the camera. So yeah, here is a wooden cradle board for art, the plain one. And then here's one that's decorated, and I painted it with acrylic paint, sort of a patchwork pattern in some of my favorite colors. And I did the vase shape, and then this part with the flowers. These are painted paper and embellished with maybe I used fine liner pens and then some maybe black paint with thin brush and some enhancements, and just arranged them and glued them down with a clear medium. And then after it was thoroughly dry, I had some kind of clear finish to protect the surface from sunlight. And then the edges I just painted black, and I could I see some portions where I could touch them up a bit. But yeah, this is like my personal art. I had it in my living room, and now I just put it on the sun porch for the summertime, just to enjoy. And guys, when you create your art, don't forget to sign it and date it. On the back, you could attach a little note to remind yourself, what materials you used. Yeah. So yeah, today I have just a warm up. I don't know. I would call it creative recess. Yeah. I just have some mixed media paper taped down. I had a marker where I just did some freestyle words and marks, and then I took a brayer and laid down some color, and I'm going to add more. This is the brayer, and this is the tray with a dampened kitchen towel and a piece of parchment paper, kitchen deli paper. Just took the brayer and it's just freestyle. Then I'm going to add another color. And guys, have you heard of see, which one? Have you heard of Sketchbook Revival? Sketchbook Revival is on Facebook. It's been on for years. Maybe, I feel like it's been out at least 4 years. And I don't know if it's been longer than that, but I knew about it for 4 years. And there's a woman named, she's a lovely woman. She's based in Italy on the island. Is it Sardinia? One of the islands of Italy. And her name is Karen Abend. Karen, Karen, and then her last name is Abend. Karen Abend. She created Sketchbook Revival Group. It's free. It's a community on Facebook. Anyone can join anytime. You can share your artwork. You know, share what you've been doing. Comment on other people's work. But then, like once a year, there's a actual event where I forget how long it is. I think it's maybe 2 weeks, or maybe it's 1 week with a week for available for replays. But yeah, look it up. And anyone can join in. You just get your materials, your sketchbook, and it's just all about creative practice and just renewing your commitment to your creative expression and artwork. You can do your own thing, choose what you want to work on. But during the special event where it like officially kicks off each year, there are guest instructors for, say if it was Monday through Friday, there would be, I think, like 2 guest instructors each day, and they would have a mini lesson and like tutorial. They will tell you what supplies they recommend using, and you can improvise with what you have, and and you just follow along for that day. And since it's pre-recorded, it's not like you have to catch it at that very time. You can log in at your convenience and, you know, do what you can for that day or the following day, whatever your schedule allows and what your interests are. So yeah, that's just something fun and free that I thought I would mention. I love these fluid acrylic paints. They didn't gunk up on me. This one is fluorescent blue by Golden. It's called High Flow Acrylics. And the nozzle top just screws open. For this one, how about instead of using the tray, I'll just do some droplets and see what happens. Let's see if it'll come out. It might just splash all over the place, so maybe let it do the other way. Come on. I think what happened is the top has a little paint on it. I'm gonna have to do it this way. I just had to pour some out, take the lid off and pour it. And now I got it. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Do you make art? I thought it would be like, for a project like this, once it dries, you cut it up and make paper tags, punch a little hole in each one, makes like small squares or rectangles, and then tie a ribbon. You can use them to attach to your gift bags, or I don't know, like for me, I do, I'm gonna market my little stitched hearts, and I thought it'd be cute to have some tags to go with those if people order them. Another thing, you can make yourself your own little cards, little theme cards. Like for me, I like some theme words I like are from the fruit of the spirit, like the love, joy, peace, patience, goodness, kindness, faithfulness, and self-control. Um, Imagine like you have small art and then a word taped to it. It could be like, like a little collage card. Um, and they can hang. You can punch a hole and hang them up, or you can cut them and then adhere them to another surface, like us, like I have this. These also come in like small 5x5 size, so you could have a small square art that would, you know, could adhere to something like this, and then the back is a cradle, and you can just easily hang it up on a nail. And try to find them on sale. So this is wild. This is like neon. And then like when it dries, you can come back with like if you have some tissue paper or painted papers, and then just glue them down, embellish them. Like if you have some permanent marker. Another type of marker that I like, let me see, or tool that I like is a white gel pen for adding details. And I know I brought one out here, but I don't see it at the moment. I think I like to use the brand called Uniball Signal gel pen in white, because it rolls so smoothly. Let me come over and see if you're still there. Hello, my friends. I see 3 people in the house. Thank you for being here. Kitty, Bedrock Kitty, I'm really pleased to meet you today. Kitty says I'm really peaceful. You're very peaceful to watch. Wow. Nikki, you're still here. Thank you, Nikki. I really appreciate you hanging out with me again. Didn't we have fun, Nikki, when remember that time I sat up at the lake at the park at the picnic table? That was fun. That was oh my goodness, that did a lot for my soul. I want to do that again one day. Go to the park and just find a picnic table and chill out with the iced coffee. Cameron Edward, hello. Let me see. Cameron Edward, can I have mod? Jay Bush said your artwork is nice, Alex. Thank you, Jay. Nikki says lovely painting. Oops, wait a minute. Where'd you guys? Oh, I touched something, guys, and now I gotta get back to the chat comments. Nikki says yes, that was a great one. Patricia JK's showing the hearts with the love. Cameron, where are you joining from? I like how you spell your name, Cameron. My name is Alex. On YouTube, I call myself Alex H, Sister Alex. Reading through the comments here. I hope you all are making some connections. Please subscribe to my channel. Like, comment. What do you say? Comment. No, you view at least 6 minutes when you visit each other. Leave a comment, like, and then subscribe to the first person. And then if someone subscribes to you, you wait a full 24 hours at least and before you subscribe back to them. Let's see. Don Wita went to bed. I think I said goodbye to Don. Mom, he says, running late, Mom. I think I want to sleep. We want to catch up tomorrow. Nice time, everybody. Yeah, and my day, it's not even 4 o'clock here. It's 3:42 p.m. in Maryland, U.S. So later this evening, I plan to catch up with Don Wheater's latest because yeah, that was on my agenda, and I wasn't able to do it yesterday, so now I have to catch up with yesterday and today. So please show him some support. He's always supporting me. He's a young guy like my son. Shadrach Shady, hello. Shadrach Shady, hello. Are you from Kenya, Shadrach? It seems like I have come across 2 or 3 people named Shadrach, but I think they're different people. Okay. So I think I caught up okay with the chat. Ken Gore in the house? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me come on the other side so I could greet you. I'm really happy. Guys, our friend Ken Gore out of Kenya is in the house. How are you, brother? I'm so proud of how you are putting in your work and growing. I'm here. Let me come on the other side and say hi. Hello. It is hot, Ken Gore. And guys, well, I'll tell him, but I don't know if any of the rest of you have heard. Some of you for sure know. My youngest son, he's just finished his first year of university here in Maryland, and is on a trip of a lifetime. Like, for our family, it's a really big deal. Our son is in Africa this week. Yeah, one of our family is on the continent, and he landed in Accra on Tuesday, the capital of Ghana, and has shown us some, like, we've seen snippets, small video and pictures, and read his itinerary. He's doing amazing things and looking so more at ease and healthy. I like what I'm seeing, and it's just been a few days, and then he should be there through next week as well, and we'll see. But I'm delighted, and I just wanted to share that with you all. And so a lot of my viewing community and friends on YouTube are based in Africa, but on the East Coast. So my son is visiting the West Coast. And even some of you have said, oh, if he has time, come on over to Kenya and we'll link up. But yeah, he's with his school group, and I know he won't have tickets and costs and passport, visa, and all that stuff come into play. So I guess an East Africa trip is something to dream about for the future. And even myself and my husband are starting to think, wow, maybe it's possible for us too. It seemed like just like something a far-fetched dream, but it's like, wow, he's really, our son is doing it. We could make it happen someday, maybe. Especially now that we are actually, meeting people who know the the countries. My next door neighbor, I was saying earlier, he is a chef, and we were hoping he's going to bring us an order from his restaurant when he gets back. But yeah, he is from Ghana, so he was really pleased to hear of some of the places, and when we said the locations that our son is visiting, he lit up and he knew exactly what we were talking about, even though we don't. We are learning. But yeah, he went to Accra and the University of Ghana. He went to Kumasi and they're going to the Volta region. I guess that's the garden area. So this has dried a bit. When you're working with acrylics, they dry pretty fast and permanent, unlike watercolors. But, I think it's helpful to let them dry so that they don't become murky. I don't um, care too much about it here because I just want this to be just a fun session, just for fun. Here's another, oh, this one is alcohol ink. If you have the alcohol inks, they're very bright. Use them sparingly. They're not really color fast, but I find that they last long enough for this type of art. But make sure you have ventilation. And it's just kind of fun to see what it does. It has a very thin nozzle. So I guess this is what, freestyle expressive art. I don't want to do too much of that alcohol because I can smell the alcohol in the air. Kind of like those old-fashioned permanent markers. You know how they have that strong smell. How about this one? This is a neon pink rose acrylic. This is a craft paint. It's not expensive. It's from the crafts aisle at a convenience store. Let me see if I have another one. This is acrylic paint magenta from the Dina Wakley brand. I don't know if it still has fluidity in it. I'll see what happens. I'm gonna put this on the palette and then use a brush. Okay, so finally I'm gonna use a brush. Because so far it's just been just using the brayer very loosely. What did I do with the paint brushes? So guys, I was telling you, I usually don't have my acrylics out. I have been focusing only on watercolor since 2022. I put everything away and just wanted to really get familiar with the watercolors and the types of watercolor paper, the brushes, and find my favorites. But today is the day to just, pull out the fun acrylics and get messy and free and have that creative recess. In the United States, I don't know if other places call recess, like when children have a break from their class lessons, and we say time for recess, and you put your books down and get up from the desk, get away from the classroom if the weather permits. So in February, I decided I was gonna join the movement called Do the 100-Day Project. Have you heard of Do the 100-Day Project? You can look it up. Say hashtag 100-Day Project. It's been going on a few years. Anyone can decide to join in. But this year it started like February 18th or 19th. And you just pick whatever kind of creative or art project you want to do or activity and commit to doing it for your allotted, the amount of time that you choose for that 100-day period. And so for me, I'm a mom and wife, and I work during the week. So I was like, I could commit to 20-minute creative recess and fit that in somehow. And I'm just having fun with the laying down the paint with the brush, doing some rectangles, which comes naturally to me. Um, yeah, so in February, that's what I started doing. And I had never done like an Instagram reel. And I got brave one day. I was out on the employee uh, lounge. I opened the door and stepped outside. And no one was out there. It was like private. And I was like, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to make a reel and show myself crocheting. And I think that's what my project was. I was doing like 20 minutes of crochet for 100 days, as you know, as time would allow. So that was February, and that was when I made my first Instagram reel and spoke on camera and was so shy. And then my friends reacted, some of them, friends and family. And I already did like taking pictures and making art and posting pictures of nature and artwork. So then I just incorporated myself a little bit, getting used to speaking more and more. Because I'm a quiet person. I'm like a shy person. But it seems like on the camera, you're not here in the room with me, and I feel less shy. It's just kind of cool. I don't know if this camera is catching what you can see. But I'm just laying down the paint. It's just fun. And you can use like medium grade paints, student paints, acrylics. Or if you just get a small set of the nice ones, just a few basic ones, and mix them. You don't need to have a big set. Let this dry. And like you can layer over the colors. I feel like I want to get some tissue paper and glue some tissue paper down over the paint and see how that looks. So I have some purple tissue paper because I know it's gonna come out here today. So I was like, I just started gathering up what I had in the in my little art corner. So I have this piece of paper and I have a blue one as well. Let me get that. And let me see what you all are saying again. Are we still here live? It's still working. My day has been good, Jay Bush. Jacob, you're in the house. Amanda mom came by. Oh, thank you, my friends. I'm happy to see you. I am happy to see you. Oh my goodness. I feel honored that you all have come by. I want to see what you've said. I've been over there yabbering away, and things are happening in the background. Awesomeness. Let me sit down on the floor here and read what you've been saying. I'm scrolling back a bit. Aw. Bedrock Kitty is my new friend. Okay, I'm just trying to get to the part of the chat that I haven't read yet. So I greeted Ken Gore when he entered the house. When he entered the Sunport studio in Maryland. And Nikki Noodles greeted Ken Gore, and likewise, hearty greeting back. Ken Gore says, I'm doing fine, and you? Patricia Jeke greeted Ken Gore as well. Did he get the pin? I think he did get the pin, right? If I'm not mistaken. No? Let's see. I think he's good to go. Jacob, thank you for showing up. Jacob, I've lost track of what time it is because it seems like no matter what time it is in the 24 hours that we have, is chances are Jacob will either be live streaming or be in a chat. And I had mentioned you, Jacob, if you're here, I had mentioned that you are very helpful and you're like the kind of friend that is you share the what knowledge you have and encourage other people at the same time that you are working so hard and humbly on your project. And I hope that more people have found your channel today through this live stream. Brother Ryder King, greetings to you, respectfully in the name of the Lord. Amando Mom, I see you, sis. I'm honored that you had a chance to stop by. I know we have a big time difference. Ken Gore says, I'm loving it. Amanda Mom says, greetings, everyone. If you don't know her, please take note of her channel and pay her a visit. Watch a video, comment, like, and subscribe. And then she can get back to you in a day or two. Ken Gore is greeting Jacob. Amanda Mom says, Nikki, greetings. Jacob says, greetings and happy Sunday to everyone. Yes, I echo that. Yeah, so you guys have done very well among yourselves. Of course. It's all good people here. Oh, my friend, I've seen a text from a friend. I don't know. Yeah, she's not in the live stream, I don't think. But yeah, Samara, if you are here, hello, sis. We shall catch up soon. You know how some of our friends and family, what they say, they're hiding in the bushes. They may be there or they may not. Awesome chat. I like chat, like the chats too. That's how I started. Like before, like I said, I was on Instagram doing the 100-day project. That was February, and then before the end of March, I ended up starting my YouTube channel, and that was I was always I was a moderator at Finding Ian, and then I was a moderator, and still am for Only Mawira, and Mawira goes live like my time is like 8 p.m., 9 p.m., and so I was there in the chats. And then some of our friends there said, we're not seeing your content. Where's your content, Alex? And they thought I was Brother Alex and everything. So I was like, okay, I'm coming to your houses and you're showing me your spaces and your villages and your, your life activities. I want to make my place of welcome as well. So I created my channel. I was very nervous to do it. I was apprehensive because I didn't know. I never did it before. But Darling Bustamante, MM143 vlog out of Japan by way of the Philippines, and yours truly, DKC. They encouraged me one evening while we were on Only Mawira's premiere. They said I might as well just take the plunge and open a channel. And I went ahead and did it. They didn't even know. Like, I went ahead and started, and it was probably like a few weeks later, maybe even months. They didn't even realize I'd started my channel. But some of my fellow community enthusiasts who like to watch videos, I found that some people had subscribed to me even before I had launched my channel. Like, I had 26 subscribers before I had made my first video. So now I'm on the first lap here on the road to the first 500, and it's 4 months in. So I have a long way to go, but I'm having fun with it. I love how the sun is, it's such a sunny, beautiful day after a week of rain. We had clouds and humidity, but it's just something so lovely about the weather now. I'm thankful for that. I'm just looking at the loves and the likes and the waves. Can someone tap the heart button and the celebration button? Let's see what that looks like I want to see how it looks from my view. Sometimes if I'm in a chat, I don't always see those icons. I have to hunt for them, but if you have easy access to them, I want to see how it looks if you tap the heart button or the smiley face button. Jacob says it's 10:58 p.m. here in Uganda. Okay. I guess, Jacob, this is your day off, hopefully. Amanda, Mom, this shows that you have, that, I thought you were a moderator already. Let me try it again. I don't know what's going on. Okay, hopefully it takes effect shortly. Okay, thanks, host. Jay Bush says, that's great to hear, Jacob. Glad that you're here here with us hanging out. It's always great being here with you always. Yeah, he's a good friend, Jacob is. Oh, thanks for those fun emojis, Amanda Mom. I see roses. Then I see another one. I can't tell what it is, but it looks decorative and colorful on my phone. Jacob says I don't have day offs. I work like a calendar. Oh, brother. Well, at least you have, those hours off that God gives. Even though if it's the opposite, I think you're up at nights and then you have daylight off. Please get your sleep when you can get it. We have to get some sleep and recharge our spirit and let our bodies do what they need to do. But yeah, your hard work is paying off, I'm sure. Let's see, I'm scrolling down. I'm gonna go back to my painting, okay? The time here in Maryland, US is 4:05 p.m. Sunday. I think it's Sunday, August the 12th. I'll let you all chat and chill. And I'll be on the other side. And guys, I'm gonna grab another bottle of cool water. We'll replace this one. This one could be for the plants. Because it is hot. I like to water the plants daily in the summer. Not this one. The African violet plant takes minimal water. Too much water and it'll wither up. I mean, it'll I don't know, it'll just get all damp and lose its shape and color. So yeah, I'll be right back. I'm gonna replace my bottle of cold water. I need it out here. Yeah, I'm almost back. I got the water now. Hi guys, I'm back. And I just saw, I don't know if I uploaded it yet, but I made a video showing the prepared overnight oats and how to make it. Um, if it's not posted yet, I'll do that after the live stream. But I saw that I still have another serving available in the refrigerator, so that might be my late evening or my late afternoon snack before dinner. I really could go for one of those kale mango smoothies. If you didn't see that video, please watch it. And if you have access to frozen kale and mango, um, try making that. You can make it with frozen banana added, or just the mango, the kale, and some yogurt to thicken it up. It's creamy, it's delicious. Um, you can use a little milk and juice for the liquid portion, like a cup of liquid, half milk, half orange juice or tropical juice of your choice. Add the mango, a cup of frozen mango chunks. That adds to the creaminess. That drink was so refreshing. And then I made extra, like it was enough to make one full glass and then have some left over. And my husband didn't get to his fast enough, so the next morning I finished the rest. I defrosted it and drank that portion as well. But yeah, I'm gonna make it again. It's so delicious. And it wasn't my first time making it. I make that. I keep the recipe on my refrigerator door with a magnet, and I make it. You know, maybe a few times a year. But it's summertime now, so it's the perfect refreshing drink. Kale mango smoothie. And who would have thought like kale would be good? But yeah, you don't taste it. It just gives you the energy, and you can keep a bag of frozen kale in your refrigerator. I mean, your freezer. I mean, the afternoon sun is like here now. When I first came out, this side was shady. Let me check and see how this painting is looking. Another thing I want to say about the acrylic paint is usually I use watercolor and they're non-toxic. Acrylics, you have to be more careful. Like it's good to protect your hands. The paint will dry on your skin. Be careful of any that have metals in them, like cadmium, orange. I believe that's toxic if if it builds up. So pay attention to what kind of paint you have. Some people will recommend not pouring it down the drain when you're done. I've heard what you can do. You can have a larger container and just store your paint water in there and let it evaporate, or you can maybe put it into some like coffee grounds or something and then bag it up and dispose of it for the waste pickup. And another thing you can do, yeah, this is the paint water where I rinse my paintbrush out. You can store it in a shallow container in the sun and let it evaporate, let the liquid evaporate, and then just wipe out the residue. Sometimes it'll lift up just like a little sheet of, like a sticker. Yeah. Public service announcement for environmental health. So this painting, it's got all the neon and the marks, but it needs some balance, right? It needs something. So I think I'm going to do some outlines and then maybe some little accent shapes. Let me see what happens. Oh, and I think I said what I had said before was I was going to add some tissue paper. So I'll do that first. And that's fun. It's like ocean color. One piece of that, and I have some purple tissue paper. I don't even know where I come across these tissue papers, guys, but I seem to just always have. When I look around, I just end up finding them. Sometimes I've ordered art or something from someone's Etsy shop, maybe, and they wrap their artwork in it or something like that. I don't know, or gift bag. So for this, I need the matte fluid medium. You can use gel medium. It's a soft gel. This been closed up well. Is it still? Maybe I could use that. It's a little thicker. I like how that performs, but this one is a very popular, well-known brand, Liquitex. The Basics Acrylic Matte Fluid Medium. And it's not open yet. So I'm gonna go with the one that should be finished up, so it's not to waste. So I'll just tear a few pieces. It's freestyle. I haven't reviewed the elements of design, but there's stuff like space, similarity, symmetry, what else? Not recalling right now, but I think like repetitions of 3 and odd numbers. Those help make a composition to feel, I guess, visually appealing or balanced. So 1, 2, 3. And sometimes, or most times, you just somebody has a dirt bike, guys. Never seen that one around here before. Chilling on his dirt bike. Sometimes you just look as you go and decide what your piece needs, right? Let's see, do I have a clean brush that I can use for the meat to lay down the medium? I would prefer a thin size brush, like a 1/2 inch, like a flat 1/2 inch brush. Let me see if I have one in my drawer. I'm not finding it now. You can even use glue stick, but I prefer the gel medium. I'll just use this flat brush. It's wider than I would prefer, but it'll do. And let's see, I don't know if I'm supposed to wet the brush first. I'm gonna just dampen my brush. It won't hurt. So yeah, this dried out. This gel medium, yeah, it's from 2022. It's not gonna work. But what it will work for, guys, is a shape, because it's round, I'll be able to stamp it in some paint and make circles, and I'll show you how that works in a bit. Let's do this first part. I'm doing a little bit of everything. We've used the brayer, we've used mark making, we've used alcohol ink, we used the brush to add on some paint with the brush, and now we're doing a little bit of collage just to give some depth to our piece. And I'm having fun. I have another tray separate from the paint that I can put this matte medium in. See, it looks like blue or white paint. It'll go down clear when it dries, and it acts like a glue. And here's the brush that I found, and I'm just gonna glue down some pieces of tissue paper. What's the difference between tissue paper and paper mache? Is that all the same thing? Yeah, look what happens when I glue it down. It looks really neat. I like what I just like the effect. Look. So this becomes mixed media. That's the paper. Starts off like this, and then when it lays down, it gets a little darker. We'll see how it dries though. And for this, I could just, I don't even have to apply the medium under it. It works just to paint over top of it. So I'm doing I think I'm like in a stack, so it's 3, and then maybe I'll do like this part is like you can play around before you commit to your placements and see what seems right to your eye. And if you do something and you're not pleased with the result, you can get like gesso or maybe a white acrylic paint and just layer over it, and then start again. That's the nice thing about acrylics; you can layer them. Oh, look how the blue tissue paper lays down, guys. Can y'all see that? It almost looks like a swab of paint. I mean, it does have the clear gel medium over it. I feel like it's almost, I don't know if you want to say therapeutic, but it's just, it's using another part of your mind, I guess. Not analytical, I guess. I remember one year, that's like all I wanted to do was make collages and do log cabin shapes inspired by quilt blocks, and I was doing them with painted paper. Let's see, like this. And again, this is a sheet of either mixed media paper or watercolor paper that I taped down onto a board just to have some sturdiness to work on this porch. And when I'm done and the paint has dried, I can take it off of this surface. I can play with the idea of framing it or adhering it to a board for display. I can cut it up into little cards or tags or smaller size art. Um, they can become, they can be used like for folders in your journal. Like if you have a notebook, you cut a colorful page and glue it down or staple it or tape it and then save your little notes or I don't know, stickers or something down behind it. This is, you can use your creative imagination. And sometimes it's just, you know, for your own personal fun. Here's some examples of one that's finished. Let me put this down for a moment. This is a spare piece. Here's some that are finished. I don't know whose project I was inspired by, but it's a thicker paper. And this was one sheet, just like this is one sheet. And in the end, I cut them up. But there's like little small art just for me. I might put them in a basket and then pull them out and surprise myself to see, you know, what did I make before. This one says, have faith in God. Is there oil in your lamp? Keep the main thing first. Okay. Here, this one doesn't have any words. It just has shapes and marks. And it just feels like balance or being measured. That's what comes to mind for me. It has a lot of texture. In the marks. And on this one, has a little bit of everything. And for something like that, I could cut it up some more, or I would think I would add a word, like a theme word. Maybe it could say, I don't know what it would say, possibilities or imagine. And then there's two more. There's a little square one. And this has borders. I did scalloped edges. I did some embellishments with the white gel pen and with a black, some type of black fine liner, I think. I forget which one I used. But yeah, you can either start on the small surface, or have one big sheet like this, decorate it, and then cut it up and add your embellishments as you will. So yeah, that is that, guys. The tissue paper is dry, so I'll just do some examples of embellishment with the ink. I'll sign it, and then that will be it. I was having a lot of fun out here with you all, interacting. I think I can't get away from an art piece without doing my leafy shapes. If you saw my watercolor paintings, you'll see petals and vines and like tall, reedy grass shapes, like plant inspired, garden inspired. Oh goodness, I need to drink some more water. I love that I've had this studio session. It's like something I imagined, and then actually doing it is a whole different thing. It's fun. Creative recess in the studio, open house. Here's a artist trading card, 2.5 by 3.7. It's actually a sample of watercolor paper from Stonehenge, the brand. I think the company is called Legion. And the make is Stonehenge. It's the thick watercolor, heavy Stonehenge. And on this one I used watercolor and ink pen. It's just fun, and I have it propped up in the corner next to my yarn. Let me put it down for now. It's a hot day. I kind of like this as it is, but I'm gonna add. Sometimes you think you're done and don't want to add more, but when you do, it's another level of niceness. Level of niceness. Here's my gel pen that I was trying to find. It is Uniball Signo. Uniball, UNIBALL, Signo, SIGNO. I think I got like a 5-pack. You can find them locally in shops or order them online. And also like the Uniball black pen, this Uniball Vision. They're good for writing. It says waterproof and fade proof. And they're made in Japan. So let's see what we can do with this. Oh, now one other archival pen that gives a nice rich color and permanent is by Zig, Z-I-G. Kuretake is the company that makes the Zig pens. Some of them are brush pens, some of them are writer pens. Some have a blunt edge. Like you can make dots. We'll see. I'll just do this on the edge of the tape. No, the tape doesn't do justice. It looks like, I don't know. This is Alex. Don't forget to sign your work. If you're making your artwork, sign and date it in the corner. And if people want to eventually collect your work, you can frame it and have your initials. How about I do that now before I forget? And one thing is, I don't know if I want the orientation of it to be horizontal, landscape, or portrait, or vertical. So maybe I would wait to sign it until I decide how it's going to be, or what I'm going to use it for. But just something to keep in mind. And guys, here's the part where I could just like think about stuff too much. I could think and not do anything. So let me just let loose. And sometimes you can have your signature shapes. Like I had that carved down here. I can reuse some of my familiar go-to shapes, like the small circles used with the vine shape. And remember, elements, if you use them, it's good to have them appear in threes, or at least at least 3 times somewhere in your paper, or some odd number of times. And I'm sure there's no, you don't have to hold to that rule, but it's recommended for visual balance. So did that. can't see it here, but there's it's like a thin, looks like a sprig of a plant just sprouting up with some small circular dots. I'll do another, not directly in the center. I'll do it like upper center or midway. And maybe this one can have some bend to it. Because nature gives a lot of movement and bending. If we get too rigid, it's not usually not to our best interest, because we might break. So we're going to have some flexibility. So this one is leafy shape. And I know you can't see it. I'm just talking to you and keeping company while I do it. And then I'll show you when I'm done. 1, 2, 3. So these are not exactly alike, but it's 3 leafy elements. And so on the other side, I'll kind of mirror the one that I put to the far side. It'll be a little lower. Yeah, if I could have a day like this every other week or once a week, it really does something beneficial for my sense of well-being. And usually, I mean, I have a, what do you call it? They tell me I have an even keel temper, like peaceful, calm. I don't really get ruffled. One thing that will get me unsettled is if people are like being mean or cruel to one another. I don't like that. But yeah, I don't get upset if I don't get my way or if plans have to change or that kind of thing. That doesn't bother me. Let me show you. So I did the thin black, like leafy designs here. I hope the camera could pick it up. There's the first one's lower left, lower right, center, and then this one. And now I'm just going into some of the leafy shapes and doing some marks with the white gel pen from Uniball Signal. It's like the veins of the leaf. And we'll see how that comes along. I like what I'm seeing so far. I can't believe it's been so long since I played with my acrylic paint. You know, but you can do a lot with watercolor paint too. They have a lot of more saturated colors nowadays. They're very satisfying. So maybe another time I'll do a session with the watercolors. See how that comes. And maybe you'll join me sometime with your own, it could be like a creative live stream party. Maybe you have a different creative pastime that you like to do. I have a project coming up that I'm excited about before the holiday season, before the end of the year. And it'll be, back to my stitching projects. And I'll be excited to share more about that as time goes on. But I have something exciting in the works. Okay. Let me see. There's these gel pens, you can get them with the wider point or not, and different brands too. Be careful not to put this on my face. This one is kind of thin. Um, I'm going to add some more white to some of these little small circles, not all of them. Guys, I'm in my happy place. And I know it's okay if you have to go. I appreciate like any time that you dropped in. I'll just be here until I have to go. But I'm content to keep going. And we'll see where we end up today. And I want to say a hearty, sincere welcome once again to my new friends and visitors here. I hope that you really did feel welcome, and that that you would make yourself known and come back again and get to know some of our other friends who frequent the channel. So many people are doing good things, and sometimes it's just your everyday thing, and that's enough. It's encouraging to see how you get up every day and show up. By God's grace, we get the strength for each new day that we have here. So even though I'm using a gel pen to do some of these embellishments, another alternative would be to use some thin white acrylic paint and a thin paintbrush. I like the control that the ink pen gives me, and this one is opaque and bright enough that it stands out for me on the finish. So it's one of my favorite tools. I think it needs a little more black mark making. Something bolder. Let me test. And remember, before you commit to something, you can test it on the side or on a spare piece of paper to see what it might look like. So maybe this brush pen, it's a flexible tip brush pen. It makes me think of seeds. So I'll do a few low laying seed marks at the bottom. And I'm like random, just, and then where it appears in one area, as we said, it's a good idea to have some repetition for your visual balance. That's why I'm just like looking upside down as I do it, so I don't know how it's gonna look, but that's fine. And then I'll do a third series of seed shapes. And this one will be, back towards the bottom here. Thank you for watching, my friends. I'm having fun hanging out with you, and I wish that I could see you and hear you as well. Maybe one day I'll end up having a Zoom session, right? That would be something. Creative recess with Sister Alex on Zoom. I like it. Okay. I think that this purple shape is just too bold and geometrical for me. So I'm gonna get some other paint and smudge that out just a little bit. me see what I can do. Here's that neon acrylic. Uh-oh. I don't know about this, but I'm going to try and see how it goes. I can barely resist using that. I think I always end up going to it. And I kind of want to do like a little trademark mandala. Mandala or mandala? I'm never sure how to say that. I'm just softening up the edge of this purple. I don't know. The pink is, if the pink will cover it or not. My Arcava ink pen didn't dry yet. I disturbed it. Uh-oh. No matter. Alright, I like what I'm seeing. Let me see. Need some more balance with this pink now that I've added it. But guys, you see how it just, you keep going and it's just more fun. It's satisfying. And I'll do a miniature mandala in one corner of my painting just for fun. I've never done that before. Adding that element to another type, or maybe I have. But here's an example. This is one of my first artworks, and it's fading now because it's on the porch, and I get to do it again. Guys, do you know Robin Mead? She's a fabulous artist in the U.S. She does colorful art of all kinds. She's never bored. Her website, you can find her at Robin Mead Designs. R-O-B-I-N. Her last name is M, like Mary, M-E-A-D, and then Designs. Robin Mead Designs. And I remember years ago, this is dusty. This is it's like a wooden stair tread. Someone was doing some building and they had a scrap and they let me have this. I saw some work that she was doing, and I think I took one of her workshops where she showed us how she does her mandala art. And she showed us how to do it using craft paint. And it just unlocked something creatively in me, and I was hooked. And, I was doing art journaling before, but, I delved into the paint and all the surfaces and just called myself an artist, grabbed a portion of a room in my house, and it's been about almost 10 years since we met in a little online workshop all those years ago, and she's still such a delightful and generous person. You'll have fun at her website if you check it out. And she shows her art, she donates, she sells some, and she's just like, just a genuinely nice person. Selfless. But yeah, this is an example that I can maybe incorporate on a small scale on this. This one's on wood. Then you do the concentric circles in different layering colors, and then add your marks. So I'll try it and see what it turns out to be. This used to have neon pink, but I see how much it's faded this summer. I still love it. Like, it changes all the time, and no matter what the colors look like, I still love it. And that's how we are. God creates us, we change. And, we've changed so many times over our lifespan. And aren't we still well loved and desirable? And rinsing out the brush. If you use acrylic paint, remember to rinse your brushes. Don't let the paint dry up in your brush, or it'll be permanent and ruin your bristles. They'll just stiffen up like as if they're glued together. Okay, let me see what I have here. All right, so remember this, I said this dried up, but that I could use the lid to make a circle shape. I'll use it like a stamp. And then I have some larger circle shapes that I can use just to help me place my mandala on the page. I'll start with a smaller circle and work my way up. Let me see which size I want. Okay, let me see. If I could use one of the dried up paint lids that I know I won't be using again. Like these they're about an inch and a quarter. That'd be a good size. So I could put down some black golden fluid paint on my palette, and then use it to pick up some color to stamp into my painting. I'll start with the smaller size and work my way out to about 4 rounds. Yeah, I don't even know. Sometimes I just like them to be off center. One, and I think I'll even repeat the shape, even if they're not all gonna be mandalas. I can still have the circles show up in more than one place. This is fun. See, I poured out a little bit of fluid black acrylic paint into this tray, and I'm just picking it up with this spare small lid from a dried out paint jar. How do I want it to be? This one here. Sometimes less is more. And sometimes you just have to go for the gusto, guys, and have fun. You can do borders, like scallops all along. You can cut, you can cut off the pieces you don't like. Say I have the scalloped edges, and then I decide that when I remove the tape, that I don't like the scallops, then I could just get scissors and a ruler and eliminate that portion before I frame or mount my artwork. So here I really went for it, because, like I said, sometimes you have to go for the gusto, and that is one of my favorite mottos. And also, el gusto es mío. The pleasure is mine in Spanish. Okay, so this is the one where I said I was going to make the mandala kind of coming off the edge of the page. So we've got a small size circle, and we're working up. I'm going to use this empty jar to get the next size circle. I'm using it like a stencil. And let's see. Let's see. These are not even evenly centered, but in this freestyle art, I think that is quite okay, right? I don't, I don't want it to be like pressure. And then like this one is a flat lid from a can. It's not rugged, it's smooth edged. And in this case, I could just lay the circle down and trace the outline. I could trace it with a brush or with a marker. I'll try it with this round tip brush. Princeton, this is for watercolor. I don't want to use this. I don't want to ruin the watercolor brush. Let me see this one. This one, I think also, what do we do, guys? We'll make do with this and use the edge of it. I'm going to lay the shape down and then do another larger concentric circle around the next smaller size. And the edges on this are thicker, and I like it. I like. Let's see. We can all be artists together, expressive artists. Some people do their art to express their emotion. Some do like contemplative, just get their thoughts out. Some just do it for the relaxation, enjoyment. I love light, color, and pattern. And I like light, color, and pattern, whether it's paint, whether it's fabric, needle and threads, watercolor, acrylic, and yarn. You know, I like to crochet. But the beauty of working with the paint is you can just make your marks anywhere, in any size. So, as you can tell, this could just go on and on. I'm going to do my last outer ring for the mandala shape before I make the marks, before I decorate the mandala. Let's see. Me gusta mucho. Mucho gusto. El gusto es mío. And go for the gusto. It's all about joy today. Alright, so that is imperfect. I'm going to decorate it. It should dry a little bit, and I'll decorate it. Remember how we said it will have radiating shapes and embellishments? And then hopefully when it's done, it'll be something cute. If not, like I said, you can paper over it, you can gesso over it, you can add layers of paint to obscure it. You can collage, use your glue stick or gel medium to put some other kind of decorative painted paper down. You can even have like an accent piece. Like if you have something else that you saved from like a magazine image, You could decide to use that as a design element, and like a what do you call it? A feature piece, focus piece, and place that, and then outline around it somehow to emphasize it. Add some journaling. It just depends on what you feel like. I'm gonna, let's see. Let me see if I can see what colors it needs. I'm not sure what colors this mandala needs. This one here has green, yellow, and blue, which are some of my go-to colors. But then this piece has purples and teal and orange. I think it needs some yellow, some sunny yellow. I have golden fluid yellow medium. I'll see how that is. Something else you can use is a gouache. It's creamy and it layers well. It's like it acts like watercolor until it dries and then it becomes permanent. But let me test these two. I have the golden fluorescent and then I just have the golden yellow medium. I'll see which one I might want to use. Or would I use both? I don't know. Thanks for joining Sister Alex Creative Recess today. Open studio session on the Sun Porch in Maryland, US. It's been so much fun, and I'm thankful for each and every one who took time to join. I've had some new friends, had some returning friends, some longtime acquaintances and family members pop in. Thank you so much. Alright, so I feel like I can't resist the neon. I like to play. Okay, so this is all about the mandala, right? Okay, we'll use the neon for accents, I think. I need something with some more grip because it's fluid. I like it, but this fork is not the right device to work with it. So I'm going to work with the thicker paint. And I have another tool I can use. Let's see. I have a takeout fork, plastic fork. So I'm just doing like this, getting the back of the fork, some color on it to get pattern, and we'll see how to decorate. Just improvise, guys, and see how it turns out for you. And remember we said we could break this up into smaller pieces of art. So even if, if this doesn't sit well, I could take it and make it its own piece. Or it could be part of something else and, incorporate it later. This could be like 4 pieces of art or 2, it just depends. Alright, so that's one design element. Let me add some more. I'll use the side of the fork and see what that looks like. The curved arch, slight arch, and see what that looks like. In between, this will stem out from the next circle. So I have 4 concentric circles. I did the outer. Now I'm adding some arching shapes from the second uh, level. This day has been so cooperative. It feels like I've had um, an extra 8 hours in a day, and you know that is a rare feeling. I'm usually in perpetual catch up mode with yeah, catch up mode. Let's just say leave it at that. But I love that today, you know, I had worship with some friends online. Thank you, Crossdale. Guys, support Brother Crossdale's channel. He's super supportive of the YouTube up and coming community. And just like I was, he was a supporter in the comments and views, but didn't have a channel until recently. And he has taken off because, you know, he's very generous with his time and support of others, and had made a lot of friends even before starting his channel. And he's technically savvy as well, it seems. So the channel is Crossdale, Crossdale. Alright, so this mandala is wild and wacky. It still needs more balance. I'm going to use a sponge if I can find one. I thought I brought it out here. Did I bring it? Let's see. If I don't have a sponge, that's fine. I can use a brush. And that will work for me. And the beauty of acrylic, it dries and then you can go back and do more. If you're not satisfied, like maybe I won't be satisfied today, yes, I can just come back and work on it, you know, again, until I become satisfied. And since it's, you know, it's just for personal use right now, maybe it'll become gift tags. But to be your own personal expression. And it's just something so satisfying about just making the shapes. Sorry guys that I'm not in the chat. I'm chatting with you, but I'm not reading because my hands are occupied. But I thank my moderators again who are, you know, friends. And thank you for being gracious hosts and making newcomers welcome and always showing camaraderie and fostering positive community. Okay, this is pretty much done. It's energetic, and I'm going to remove the tape, still taped down. Maybe when I remove the tape, the edges will be neater. Maybe, maybe not. And surely when I photograph it and possibly frame it, it'll have its unique identity. Voila. It was fun. I felt like I was immersed in the process. not self-conscious, not overthinking stuff, just enjoying the opportunity. This side has a lot of the scallop circles, so this has the one big one. I'd probably do like maybe some bubble shapes. It's just a touch here and there, or maybe a splatter of black paint. Get a brush, dab some paint, and then like splatter it, and that could add to the cohesive feeling of the finished piece. So I'll sign it, and then I'll read your comments, and that will be the end of the live stream. I hope that the camera has stayed on. A Heart 2024. This is A Heart for Sister Alex H 2117. Thank you for being my friend and subscriber. Thanks, and I hope that you enjoyed this session as much as I did. And I look forward to us spending more creative recess and conversation together. And you know me, I like to get out and walk sometimes and show you scenery and make you the tea and coffee and yummy treats. Let me come on over to this other side. How are we doing? Let me see something here. I'm just gonna read the comments. And, I just want to see my art while I do that. Put my eyeglasses on. 5 people in the house. Christine, welcome, sis. Thank you for joining from, I think you may be on the West Coast today. Maybe California. I'm not sure if you're there today. But thank you for your time. Thank you for joining. Thank you, Nikki, for being a strong managing moderator. Oh, you want to see the painting up close? Patricia, are you gone or are you saying hi? Musa Munib, is Musa Munib in the house? Wow, happy to see you, brother. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness, it's an honor to have you. Guys, if you don't know Musa, he teaches English and many useful subjects. And Musa, you can say which country you're in. I don't want to mess it up. I don't know if it's Pakistan. I could be wrong. You let us know. Christine says, thank you, Alex. I'm going to get the painting and show it up close, as Nikki suggested. But I'm just so amazed and thankful as I'm looking at the comments to see you who are here. Okay, Jacob, you are really, I'm just reading about what you said. You're a casual laborer as well, in charge of the security of the hospital. Yeah, Jacob's well respected, and I like his interaction with the people he encounters. Let me see. So yeah, I'm caught up on the comments. Christine, you got monetized. Oh, I wish I could do like a celebration. You guys put some celebration of hearts for Christine, because that is a chore. It takes some diligence and steadfast efforts to go that far. Was it like, did you have to get like 4,000 WH